will do it for her.
He'll do it for you. That's right.
So I want you to give her a big round of applause for it.
Good morning. No. We're celebrating up in here. We got gratitude up in here. So we're going to do that again. Good morning. Good morning. All right, that's where we at. That's where we at over here. Right? Okay. My name is Gloria. So I want you to think about your name. I want you to know.
She got to go back over there to the mic.
Okay? Gloria is starting with you. And I want you to go back to the mic. You can't hear me back there?
No, you need to go.
Okay. I want you to think of your first name. I want you to think about the first letter in your first name. And I want you to find a positive, affirming word for yourself when you describe yourself. And when you introduce yourself to someone, hello, my name is Gorgeous Gloria. Nice to meet you. Okay? I want you to come up with that word because that's who you are. You're not who people say you are. You're who God say you are. Okay? Once again, my name is Gorgeous Gloria, and I speak my recovery out loud, and what that means is that for the past January 9th, 2020, for the past 12 years, I have not seen fit to use crack cocaine. Okay? I can tell you right now, I stand here before you. I've been locked up 19 times. Okay? I've jumped out of 4 cars. I've been homeless. I've been helpless. I've been hopeless. Okay? But the one thing I had was the Word of God buried in me. See, when I first got the Word of God in me, I didn't apply it. Okay? Because I did what I wanted to do. But when I needed it, it came up, it came out. I walked into this church on January 9, 2008. I came here for I came here for some food, a bag of food. Okay? And while I was here, they had a little Bible study table set up. Alfred said, would you like to do a Bible study? And other people sit around the table. So I said, yeah, I want to do it on prostitution. Because that's what I used to walk up and down Lakewood. I used to be over in Joyland. I used to be on Capitol Avenue, Bedford Pine. Let me see, what other street? Stewart Avenue, that's where I started. But anyway, so I said, I want to do prostitution. So we did a Bible study. So when he got through, he said, you want to join the church? I'm like, okay. And then after he asked me that I want to join church, he said, you want to get baptized? I said, okay. So while they was heating up the baptism tank back there, I'm standing on, oh my God, how am I going to get baptized and leave up out of here and go back to the crack house? Okay, now you know Christ, he died, he was buried, he was resurrected, right? So I'm going down and waiting for the water to get warm, and next thing I know, I'm in the tank and everything, so here I go, I'm dead. I go down, I'm coming up, all right, I got buried, and I'm resurrected. I come about the tank, Cheryl Lynn don't call Alfred and told Alfred to bring me home with him. I said, my Lord, my God. He took me back to the crack house up here on Rhodesia, okay, down the street where the old Church's Chicken is, packed up my stuff, and other people that were living there, they said, Gloria, don't go. I said, I got to go. I said, I got to go. I went home with them. I stayed at their house for 2 weeks. I left there and got into a program. I got kicked out 2 days later. Okay? So I called my mom when the man asked me to leave his property. And asked her, could I come home? And she said, I don't know. I said, well, Mom, I still got 2 weeks clean. Actually, like 16 days, okay? But I'm still clean. She said, okay. I had 1 hot 10, y'all. 1 hot 10. You know the enemy coming at me. You can go back and get up and go with that and get started again. Or you can go and get this man $10, take you home. I gave the man $10, take me to my mama's house. Okay? I get to my mama's house, I rang the doorbell, and my cousin on the door, she went and got my mama come to the door, and she said, I know you asked me could you come home, but I didn't know you were talking about tonight. You know, but she let me on in, and I came on in. On Wednesday night now. Thursday, my first cousin was living there. She said, everywhere you go, she going with you. Okay. So I went that next day on a job interview. She was there with me. By the time I got back home from the job interview at the White House on Peachtree and Dusty Boulevard, my mama said, the man called and said, you start Tuesday night. Okay. All right. So I started working. So just as long as I've been clean, that's how long I was at the Waffle House, right? So as I continued on, so life going on, I got caught up in one relationship. How many people got in a relationship and it one day time? Didn't work out. Okay. You know, I'm going to God. Do for me what I can't do for myself. Okay. Get him out my life. He got that one out. See, I'm transparent. I ain't got no business. Okay? So I can tell you about me. I'm accountable. Because see, that's what the word of God make me. He would tell you, he said the truth will set you free. Okay? So, get out that relationship, get on another one. Duh. That one didn't work. My picker off. But in the meantime, I get on another one, move in with them, in their house, they found a house. He tell me, you done took this house and made it a home. Okay? While I was there, I found myself back in school over at Atlanta area Metropolitan State College. Now, the biggest thing that kept me from going back to school was as I was walking those streets, and I just think about Georgia State all the time. And I was like, can I go back to that school? Who gonna love me? What man gonna love me knowing I've been out here selling my body? Who gonna hire me? Who gonna give me a job? I've been locked up 19 times. See that fear? F-E-A-R. False evidence appearing real. See, that's how he bound us. That's how he keep us, okay? So I said, okay, Lord. So I get back in school, because I'm scared. You got people that just getting out of school. This was 2013. I'm like, how am I going to keep up with them young people? I got down, and they had to keep up with me. Because, see, I was always a good student. I loved school. You know, I got a whipping one time before, because I went to the school in the snow. Okay? So I'm in school. I graduated from Atlanta Metropolitan College, and I go to Georgia State. Okay, I'm in a bachelor's program for social work. Now I had my coworkers telling me, you can't be no social worker. You're a convicted felon. But check this out, let me back up. So I'm there, so I got this regular customer. And he's the vice president at General Motors. So I was talking to him one day, and I was like, well, I applied to go to Georgia State. And his daughter said, Miss Gloria, because she went to North Atlanta High School. She said, most of my teachers graduated from Georgia State. So he looked at me dead in my eye. He said, Gloria, you get to Georgia State, and I'll pay for your first semester. I said, okay. So me, my big mouth, I'm telling everybody. So of course, you know, I got a lot of naysayers. Do you believe that? Did you get his phone number? I had my district manager, my division manager telling me, Gloria, child, that man ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, so now I'm waiting for my acceptance letter from Georgia State. But in the meantime, because I'm a convicted felon, I got to go before a committee to be accepted into their school. Okay? So in the meantime, I'm talking to a lady, a liaison between me and them on the phone. And she told me, she said, when I told her my story, and she said, well, like you, I too have a past. She said, but this is what I want you to do. I want you to write down, I want you to make a statement and cover all your lockups. If you remember, you don't. I said, babe, I remember every last one of them 19 lockups. Okay? Because I don't did Senate time, I don't did county time, and I don't did state time. I never made it to the federal level. Okay? So she said, okay. So I wrote that down. So when she called me, she said, Miss Gloria, she said, them folk read your statement. She said, they started laughing. They said, this lady right here is brutally honest. Ain't she crazy? They said, you know what? Whatever she did in her past, that was her past. But we finna help her on to her future. She can come to Georgia State. Okay? So I get in Georgia State. And like I said, I always liked school. 7 o'clock in the morning, I would be in the library. Classes might have start to 1 or 2, didn't matter. No, classes didn't start till like 3 because I was still working full time at the Waffle House, okay? But hold on. Let me go back to the letter from the VIP man, the vice president. When I got that acceptance letter, he didn't come in for 3 weeks. The devil. They told you that man won't do that. They told you he was a liar. They told you this, that. I'm like, where's Mr. Mike? Where's Mr. Mike? I'm telling the devil, I ain't studying you. Mr. Mike come, Mr. Mike come. Boy, because he normally be about 6:30. And I had my back turned that 3rd week coming. And I turned around. Mr. Mike and his dog were parking in the parking lot. And I said, okay, so he came in. I said, hold on, Mr. Mike, I got something for you. Went out there and got my official acceptance letter to Georgia State University. And I came and gave it to him. He said, hold on, Gloria. He went out there, got his checkbook, and he came back. And he wrote that check. And he didn't put Georgia State University on it. He put Gloria Woodard $5,500 for school and books. I said, my Lord, my God. So I'm at Georgia State. So like I said, my classmates had to keep up with me. And of course, I'm honest about who I am and where I am and what God has done for me. So it's everybody know in the class, yes, I was an ex-prostitute, yes, I did crack, yes, whatever. Okay? So the fact of the matter is, well, like I was saying, I was in the library every morning at 7 o'clock because I wanted to make sure I stayed ahead of the class, okay? So I graduated from bachelor's and where Dalla at? So I was talking to my girlfriend one day and she said, Gloria, what's your GPA? Like that. And I said 3.9, something like that. She said, well, you magna cum laude. And I'm like, what is that? Okay. So they told me I had an honors cord. So I go get my honors cord. And I say, well, I'm magna cum laude. He said, ma'am, no, you're not. I said, okay, I think, did I get this wrong? He said, ma'am, you summa cum laude. Your GPA is 4.05. You're in the top 1% of the class. Okay? So my professor, he asked me, one of my professors, he said, Gloria, did you apply to go to graduate school for the master's program? I said, yes. He said, how many schools did you apply to? I said, 1. He said, which one? I said, Georgia State. I said, I applied for the advanced standard master's class. And he said, Gloria, it ain't but 25 seats. You know it's going to be about 2,600 applications. I said, okay, I ain't asked God but for 1. You know, because Mark 11:22 say, have faith in God. Okay, 23 and 24 go on and say, when you ask, believing that you can receive that you're asking for with no doubt in your heart, and you ask in Jesus' name, it's yours to have. So I couldn't apply to any other school if I'm believing God for it. So I'm sitting in Hope Atlanta. I'm in an internship at Hope Atlanta, sitting next to Dalla. And I open up the email, and I don't know, in my mind, I always say I'm going to open up an email, and they're going to say I got accepted. See, you got to see it. You got to see it, okay? So I'm sitting at the desk one day, and I open up the email, and I go to holler, and she wondering why I'm hollering, okay? I got into the advanced standard master's program. That's why I'm hollering, okay? So I applied for my financial aid. Well, there's no financial aid for summer school, okay? Ring, ring, Mr. Mike. Okay, back to the man that wrote the check for the $5,500. They don't have financial aid for summer school. I need some help. Bam. Gloria, the check in the mail, $2,500. Okay? I say, my Lord, my God. So I get in the master's class, and I come across a professor named Dr. Wertheimer. I'm okay. Now, I've never gotten a B. Thing I ever got was A's. This lady gave me my first B. I cried. Can I get an office visit? And I go into her office. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to do? What do I need to get better at? And she talked to me. She told me, she said, what you need to do is graduate from here and go sit down somewhere and write a book. Okay? So I left Georgia State. And Dalla, the same one back there holding that iPod recording me, she had been trying to get me to take this certification called CARES, okay? And what CARES is changing the language of recovery, okay? And it teaches you, it's a certification where you speak your recovery out loud, all right? And so I went through that and I got certified, okay? So let me see. I am a master social worker. I'm a CPS, addicted disease. I am a CPS WHAM, Whole Health Action Management coach, and I just currently did the training for the CPS mental health. So I will have all 3. So one of my supervisors told me at one of my jobs, you the needle in the haystack. Because you got people that got certifications, but they ain't got that master's degree behind them. Okay? So when Sharon Lynn asked me to speak, and I prayed and asked God, I said, what am I going to talk to those women about? What am I going to talk to them about? Let go and let God. Let go and let God. I got a question for you. How many people have ever been homeless? other than me? Okay? How many people here have ever been helpless other than me? How many people ever have felt hopeless other than me? How many people have ever been hungry other than me? Girl, I like your accountability. She just left her hand up. She just left it up. Because, see, taking that first step and anything we want to do, that's the hardest part. But once you take that first step, you're on your way. Now I want you to look at the papers that you received. One is inspirational quotes about letting go. Okay? Now I don't know who in here other than me got a problem with letting go. All right? I mean letting go of food. You go to my side and tell like this. Okay? Letting go of men and bad relationships. Okay? Letting go of stuff. Okay? Letting go of things. Can anybody identify with anything I just said about letting go? You know, but some people just outright hoarders. That's my mama. That ain't me. Okay? But I want you to look at this paper. It says inspirational quotes about letting go. There's an important difference between giving up and letting go. There's an important difference between giving up and letting go. Look at number 2. Cry me a river, build a bridge, and get over it. How many of y'all know self-pity is a sin? See, the devil want to keep you down. He want to keep you in that victim mentality. But see, you got to not stay in a victim mentality in order to become a victor.
There you go.
Okay? Look at number 3. Forget what hurt you, but never forget what it taught you.
Right.
Let me give you a quote. There's no comfort in the growth zone. There's no growth in the comfort zone. It's when you're discomfortable, that's when you're growing. That's when you're learning. Those are your life lessons. Look at number 4. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When I let go of what I have, I receive what I need. Okay? The best skill at cards is knowing when to discard. Okay? Kenny Rogers, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Right.
Okay? Number 6, it is by giving the freedom to the other, that is by letting go, we gain our own freedom back. Okay? Because one thing you're not going to have over me is my power. You're not going to have my control.
Right.
I'm not going to give you that. Because if you got my power, what do I got? How can I continue to go on? Because guess what? Time don't wait for nobody. Okay? Look at number 7. You can love them, forgive them, want good things for them, but still move on without them. Without them. Okay? Number 8, letting go means to come to the realization that some people are a part of your history, but not a part of your destiny. Solomon speaks about time. A time. He talks about the seasons, a time to live, a time to die. How many of you have recognized the seasons when people came into your life and the seasons when some go out? You know, we've had deaths in our families. Those people were going out. But we've had people that come into our lives, okay? Now, recognizing this, some people come into your life for a moment, then leave, and then come back. Okay? Recognize the timing. The timing when they went out and the timing when they come back. And what was the purpose of them coming back. Okay? Look at number 9. In the process of letting go, you will lose many things from the past, but you will find yourself. You will find yourself. What's the truth about you? What's your reality? What's your truth? Okay? Now this one's going to lead you to the next one. 8 things to change your life in 1 year. Okay? Number 1, stop complaining and appreciate how lucky you are every day. The moment your eyes open, you living. Therefore, if you're living, guess what you're doing? You're winning. If I'm living, I'm winning. Because guess what? A lot of people didn't wake up this morning, but you did. But you did. Recognize that. See that gratitude. Make yourself a gratitude list. The things that you're thankful for. Okay? Number 2, embrace loneliness and reinvent yourself in the process. See, I'm one of them when I always had to have a man. Okay? But then, see, Jesus Christ told me I'm your man. I'll never leave you nor forsake you. I'll dry your tears. He told me that and I believed it and I received it. Okay? Look at number 3. Say goodbye to the people that don't bring positive energy into your life. Okay, now, make a list of the people in your life. Are they assets or they a liability? Are they assets or are they a liability? See, one of the things I do with my peers when I do groups and even individual sessions is meaningful relationships. Because, see, meaningful relationships are a benefit to you. Okay, they help you. Okay, they give you constructive criticism. They encourage you. They empower you. They push you forward. Okay? If that relationship is not meaningful to you, what is it costing you? Is it costing you a peace of mind? Only God can give you a peace of mind. Is it costing you money? Is it costing you time? What is it costing you? See, you got to be true to thyself, be true. The word of God said to thyself, be true. Go within. Because greater is he that is in you than he that is in this world. To thyself, be true. What is it costing you if it's not benefiting you? Okay? Number 4, throw off the TV and set internet controls. Get that quiet time. I do devotions. I got the Life Recovery Bible. I do the Daily Bread, the Daily Word, and I got Charles Stanley in Touch. And I also got Joel Osteen Daily Devotions on my phone. Spend that quality time with God. Ask him, what is it that you want to reveal to me? Because I'm going to tell you something now. Be careful what you pray for. Because every time you ask him to reveal to you the truth, he's going to bring you the truth. On page 417 of the big book, it said acceptance is the answer to all our problems. Okay? Because once he brings you that truth, then you got to accept it. We have a hard time sometimes accepting what he brings us. Okay? Look at number 5. Pick one skill you want to cultivate and put all your effort into developing it. Come on. I know there's some interior decorators up in here. I know there's some chefs up in here. I know there's some skilled people up in here. What's your skill? Ask God to reveal to you your talent. God gave everyone up in here a talent. Ask him to reveal that talent to you. Okay? Number 6, commit to the goals you set and never look back. Never look back. Set that goal. You can do long-term goals. You can do short-term goals. Okay? My goal tomorrow might be not to drink 3 cups of coffee, but to drink 2. Okay? Don't set your expectations too high. All right? Pick something that you know you can meet and move towards that goal. Okay? Hey, rebuilding my credit. When I got clean, I pulled all my credit reports. FreeAnnualCreditReport.com. You can get your free credit report. You ain't got to pay for it. You're entitled to 1 per year. Okay? Print it off. Go through there. Somebody been using my Social Security number getting credit I don't know about? Okay? Did somebody get an apartment in my name and I don't know about it? See, because a lot of time I help house people also. And then they go and they pull the credit report and I'm like, well, you live this? I ain't never lived there. Well, somebody was living there on your Social Security number. So know what's on your record. Know what it's got. Go through and dispute that. Okay? Number 7, sweat every day to boast your mood. Okay? Again, y'all can look at my size and tell like this. So I need to walk. I might need to run. I might need to get on the treadmill, whatever. But guess what? I need to do something, and I am. Because guess what I know? One thing, I'm pre-diabetic. I have high blood pressure. I have high cholesterol. I lost some weight, but then I gained it back in a bad relationship. So now we got to start over. So now one of the agencies that I work with has a membership with this YMCA right here on Pryor Road. The card I got, I can go anytime I want to. There is no excuse. Okay? And when we go over the agency, yeah, I walk, I do the treadmill, I love to swim. I'll do the swimming, I'll do the whirlpool, I'll do the steam room. Okay? So find something you can do. I don't care if it's going up and down the steps of your apartment. Do 5 times one day, 10 times the next. Okay? And the last one is fail forward. Learn from every mistake you make. Again, lesson learned. Those life lessons. Okay? Those are yours. You know the lessons I'm speaking about. I don't. Okay? But all you got to do is step to Jesus Christ and ask him, God, what is it that I'm not doing? Where am I missing your mark? And I promise you, Because the word of God tell you, he orders your steps. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Follow those steps that he ordered you to take. Follow those steps. And he'll make it real plain and clear. It ain't going to be complicated. Okay? It's going to be real clear and real simple what he wants you to do. But it's going to be up to you to take those steps. Right now, I currently work at 2 different agencies. I work at one in Tucker, Breakthrough Outreach Recovery. I'm a peer support specialist there. I'm working toward getting to my pay, which is supposed to be on a master level at $30 an hour. Right now, I'm at 22. When I get this other certification, I gotta go ahead and on the top. We gotta at least get up to 25. Okay? And over at this other agency I'm at is new. Okay? I have a caseload of 12 out of Breakthrough, but over at this other agency, I got a caseload of 8. It's new. I'm at $20 an hour there right now. Like I said, I got this other certification coming. And also, she came to me before we left for Thanksgiving, and she said, you said you wanted full time. Are you ready? I'm ready. She said, okay, come the first of the year, you're going full time. So, what does that mean money-wise? That's $800 a week. That's $3,200 a month. And if I'm getting $1,000 every 2 weeks on the other one, that's $5,200 a month. You do the math. That's over $60,000 a year. For a convicted felon, someone who's been locked up 19 times. When I did this training last 2 weeks, I was in a hotel. They paid $788 staying at the Hyatt place. I'm laying in that bed. I said, God, look at you. These folk, the state, paying for me to stay in this hotel. Breakfast included. And for the mess that I was doing out there in the streets, the word of God tell you he would take the foolish of this world to shame the wise. He would take the foolish things of this world to shame the wise. Know your worth.
Yes.
Know who you are.
Yes.
Know whose you are.
Yes.
Remember, the hardest part of doing anything is taking that first step. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I know you're going to get me up to that pay rate. Yeah, I'm going to get there.
Thank you so much. Let's give her another hand.
Somebody clap. That's what I'm clap. This is what recovery look like. I never treat you say, don't dislike me, get like me. I might be the game, but recovery ain't one of them. I live 2 lifestyles. Christian lifestyle and recovery lifestyle. It takes the combination of them too. But just know that my Christian lifestyle overrides everything.
Amen.
I would not be standing here talking about, let me tell you something. I wouldn't know what to say to neither one of you. So I had to pray and ask God, let it be his words that come out of my mouth. Not mine. His thoughts that I thought. Okay?
And I told you her story is very powerful. Would you agree? Very powerful. And it's interesting that she said that someone told you to sit down and write a book. Because the last time I heard you speak, I said, she needs to write a book. So I'm going to get you with somebody so you can write that book.
Amen.
But I wanted you to hear because you heard hope, right? You heard perseverance. You heard her
Endurance.
endurance,
Yep.
yeah. But you also heard,
Loyal,
I think you heard
faithful.
when people were saying no, God was telling her yes. She decided to go with what God was saying. And she gave God the glory every single step of the way. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
And so that's why I wanted you to hear her, because I know someone out there needed to hear what she had to say.
Amen.
And I'm one of those, because I get encouraged every time I hear a story like that. And so I just wanted to give you this as a thank you. I'm so grateful. So thank you, Gloria. And does anyone have any questions for her or any words of encouragement to her? Because everybody needs encouragement. Does anyone want to say anything to her?
Go with Gloria.
I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that, yeah.
They gonna shut up on him.
The thing about faith, see, God recognizes your faith.
I wish I heard.
And you gotta know that you're gonna get what it is before you actually see it in your head. See, a lot of people today, they wanna tell you, well, I gotta see it to believe it. No, that's not how God works.
Tell them what faith is,
God,
Gloria.
you believe it before you see it, and He'll bring it to pass. You know, I got a son that's in prison. When he got locked up, could nobody in the family identify what he was going through but me. Okay? And at the time, my relationship was just like started getting back to where it was supposed to be. But now, and he gonna be in the jail cell, he gonna be well with the jail cell, with the Central, then with the Major, came up with the Phillips, and now he's down in Hancock. And for the first 2 years, I wasn't allowed to see him because I was still on probation. But then God put me out, got me out of probation. In the midst of me being clean. And then, I started, so every step of the way I've been there with him through this journey. I didn't tell anybody now. I'm on who? You know what I'm saying? Because see, when you walking by faith, I got a picture at home, you see a lady, she's stepping out, she's blindfolded. She's stepping out on faith. You gotta take this step, lady. Don't be afraid. Shirley spoke about fear. I come right around and confirm. That fear, it'll hold you bound. See, that's how the devil keeps us. He keeps us in bondage. See, when he got you in bondage, where he got you right here. Now see, the battle up here in the mind. Okay, that's where it takes place. That's why Paul said,
Just the
spirit, soul, and
microphone.
body. Just gotta leave. Believe this, and then this gonna fall. This gonna fall. Okay? Okay. All right. Anybody else? That's it.
Okay, let's give her a hand.